just did an interview with a friend of mine called Keith Woodhouse, a very talented guy. He came up from his care home in Devon. I had a party here last week, and much to my delight, he offered to read some poetry. So we went to the cottage and we filmed him chatting about his favourite poets, about his parents, Roger and Rose Hilton, two very well-known St Ives artists. We also gossiped about our mutual friend, the actor Dudley Sutton. There were some masks lying around, and Keith was a bit shy about being on camera, so he was like randomly putting masks on and off. And this is his book, Selected Works of Keith Woodhouse. Very interesting poems. Unfortunately, he's been incarcerated in psychiatric institutions since 1988 after having a psychotic attack in Brighton. So he's got, very unusual outlook on life, bit of a philosopher, had some hard times, and he's just one of the many eccentrics that I like to interview. I did this project, I started it on January the 1st, 2025, really just to document all my friends, and, it's nothing scripted. It's done in mockumentary style, so people think that these people are making stuff up. They're not. It's just that I happen to have be interested in quite a lot of weird stories, and my family, of course, were very eccentric, borderline insane. So I'm going to carry on with this project. Thanks to everybody who subscribed, sent nice comments, and there's lots more interesting guests lined up for the next year. Be lucky.
I must have seen about 400 films. I read 200 books. I've slept with 11 women. I've taken every drug under the sun. And I still look like an airline pilot.
Do you want to just say who you are?
Yeah.
Go on then.
My name's Keith Woodhouse. This is a poem I wrote called Death's Truth.
Okay.
In the sea-crested night, to reach night word I beckon with screeching arms. I bury myself nocturnal in the rhythm-making sky to create in this present moment I find my death symphony. Language burns on this high precipice, winking out the day's bright sun. In a world full of time, a thought shoots out to bone the marrow. One escapade now, lovingly taps time's tragedy. Words burn steadily in unite of thought and dance harlequin on feathered stationed breath.
That's very good, Keith.
Hang on, I'm finished. As I lie in my deathbed with a bad head, one kick from the end, 80 cigarettes a day for 40 years, a lost and stark man in the dark swallow of the eve's strychnine night, two colours to follow one contour of a missing thought. In my wind-shaken house, thoughts travel across the moorland to my ruby sky-bred friend, and lackadaisical like a cherry berry. That's it.
Brilliant. I did get a little bit of Dylan Thomas there.
It's very influential, but it's not actually taken from it. There's only a couple of words in there that actually are used from it, but it's mainly original.
Okay. Have you been writing poetry all your life, Keith?
Since I was 15.
15. And am I right in thinking your father was Roger Hilton,
That's correct.
the artist? Okay.
Put the mask
do you want to do one on the mask?
Yeah, we'll do a bit of John Cooper Clarke.
John Cooper Clarke. Oh, yes, he's good. Okay, Keith. Now you've got the mask on, which is Del Boy. Is this poem going to be
John Cooper Clarke?
John Cooper Clarke.
There was a young man from Belgrave who found a dead hooker in a cave. He said it's disgusting. It only needs dusting, and think of the money I'll save.
I love it. I love it. So, you wanted to be an actor.
So my acting career began at Penwith Sixth Form College when I was involved in a play by J.M. Singh called Playboy of the Western World, in which I played Ode Mahone. Then at London University, I was played the poet in a play by La Ronde by Arthur Schnitzler, and fortunately I dyed my hair purple before the performance. I then narrated under Milkwood at the Central School of Speech and Drama, the problem being that somebody gave me a spliff before I went on stage, and I narrated the whole thing very quietly. I then played the lion in A Midsummer Night's Dream, and then finally, all about the same age, 20, I played both butlers in The Importance of Being Earnest by Oscar Wilde at Pendine Parish Theatre. So you might say I've done 5 stage performances. Then I've done, all the time I was in Langdon Psychiatric, I did various stage performances with various guitar players. So I think it adds up to about 19 stage appearances now, including poetry readings. Ask me a question, Bob.
How do you remember the poems? Do you sit down and recite them to yourself?
I burn them into my brain. I just roll them round my brain for about 20 minutes, and then I find that they're there.
Yeah.
In my memory.
Do you find that lines come to you like when you're asleep and things like that?
Well, when the poems I write, the images seem to just float in effortlessly.
Right.
I find reading helps. If I read Sidney Graham, for example,
Yeah.
I can then...
Well, your father was a very good friend with Sidney Graham.
I know.
They were drinking partners.
I remember Sidney. I was in the long room by the fire. I said something to him, and he brought his head down and said, "What's that, my boy?"
Yeah.
And I could feel all the whiskey fumes coming off his head.
Yeah. I think they got banned from most of the pubs around here. Certainly the Gurnards they were banned from.
Then I saw him on his deathbed in Madron with my mother in 1986. And he had a big bottle of whiskey by the bed. He had a big grey beard with blazing blue. And I said to him, "Are you a poet?" And he said, "I am a poet, you cunt." And he said, "Whose boy are you?" And I said, "Roger." And he clasped me to his bosom.
All right. That's a lovely story.
There's a rock concert kicking off inside my head. I'm popping yellow ones and red. It's a boiling hot sunny day. I'm doing 90 on the freeway. And I feel like I'm running the world. The shore of my hair is curled. Pure truth, pure thought, pure feeling. This is a song with no ceiling. We had a picnic on the beach, we went swimming in the sea. Who are you and who is she and what's it all about? A nipple sticking out, it makes you want to scream and shout. There's a rock concert kicking off inside my head. I'm popping yellow ones and red. It's a boiling hot sunny day. I'm doing 90 on the freeway. And I feel like I'm running the world. The shore of my hair is curled. Pure truth, pure thought, pure feeling. This is a song with no ceiling. One of the residents, who's quite astute, said your first chance of making it is as a poet. Your second chance of making it is as a painter. And the music thing is not happening.
That is just wonderful.
Ready?
So you're doing a bit of
Eliot.
T.S. Eliot. Okay, let's go.
Polyphyloprogenitive, the sapient sutlers of the Lord, drift across the window panes. The wilderness is cracked and brown. Beneath the penitential gates, sustained by... Oh, I've forgotten it.
He's unmasking.
That's amazing. You're doing really well.
Good stuff.
If we give you W.H. Auden, Stop the Clocks, could you do that?
I love that one.
Stop
Not
all the
with
clocks,
Marcel.
unplug
I
the
love
telephone,
I love
prevent the
that
dog from
Stop the
barking
clocks.
loudly. Oh, baby, I'm addicted to you.
me the TV and the stereo. My baby left town in the hard driving rain. I go with the flow, go with the flow. My brother's in Spain, my girlfriend's insane. I'm standing in a bus queue waiting for a train.
What are we doing?
What about talking about Dudley?
Dudley Sutton.
Yeah.
Tell me about Dudley, Keith.
I met him when I was 7. I was standing on the dining room table and I saw this nice big friendly guy walk past, and I thought to myself, you can run up the table and jump on his back, he won't mind. So I ran up the table and he went, God, you're heavy. He got me smoking dope at the age of 11.
Right.
He used to grow it in the garden at Pataloc. He had me earmarked as a musician or possibly an actor from the age of 13. And we had a lot of fun. We used to make a lot of laughs.
Mm.
And when I was in high security psychiatric, he used to come in and bring me Marlborough.
Yeah.
And one of the blokes in there, the inmate, said, who's that old faggot that comes to see you? And I think Dudley was a bit bisexual. He had a long affair with a bloke called Mike Pratt.
Did he? That's
He was
interesting.
in The Island, which is a film made in Antigua with Michael Caine.
Yes.
And he flew me and Rose and Bo out.
Mm-hmm.
We stayed with him in a concrete shack.
Yeah.
And one day there was a spider in the bath. And Dudley, his wife was called Fiona,
Mm-hmm.
who's now married to John. He's my financial deputy.
Right.
And there's a spider in the bar, and he got up on a chair and he said, get that fucking thing out of here. Totally terrifying.
How I knew Dudley
Don
was...
Henderson
Go
was
on.
in this film, as well as Michael Caine.
Right. When I was 11, we lived in Holland Park. Well, when we say we lived in Holland Park, we were rag and bone men, so we had stables. And my dad became very good friends with Dudley. I think he used to sell him dope. And when Dudley went to America, my dad squatted his house in Holland Park and moved all his brothers in. And at the time, I was playing chess with Dudley's son. And
Barnaby.
what's his name?
Barnaby?
I can't remember his name.
Peter?
I don't know. I remember he had an American fridge, which is the first time I've ever seen a fridge. And they had peanut butter. And then Dudley had to come back from America because he was a bit of a matinee idol at that time. And he found my dad with all his brothers playing bongos in his drawing room, so he threw them all out.
Well, I used to stay with him in his flat in Chelsea.
Mm.
And over the road, there was the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Well-known musical, and it was running for about 10 years, never moved. And I haven't really got much more to say about Dudley. I mean,
He was a
We
bit
were
of a
very
naughty
close.
boy, wasn't he? With the ladies.
he used to come into Owen Ward and say, can I take him out for a couple of hours? And they'd say, yeah, he has got leave. And he said that Owen, it was signposted for Dart Ward, you see.
All right.
The signpost said Dart Ward, and this ward was called Owen.
Yeah.
And he said, are you allowed to use words like insane? Because of the different signposts.
You're a very good raconteur.
Not bad, I hope. I think the Death's Truth was the best bit there.
You also look like your father, Roger.
I do, don't I?
You do.
You do a bit of Shakespeare.
Go on then.
Let's have a bit of Shakespeare.
Only a bit.
Do you want to do...
What's the mass for? Just out of curiosity.
Well, I've been playing a lot with masks recently in films. Well, I always have done that. And it just gives it quite a surreal edge.
Yeah.
Do Prince Charles.
Yeah, Prince Philip.
Oh no. Come on.
He's a bit dead though.
Oh God, that's scary.
Yeah, mate, all of them are a bit scary.
Ready?
Okay,
Bob?
don't move your head, Keith, because I got you right in shot. What are you going to do, Keith?
6 lines of Shakespeare.
Okay.
This is the excellent foppery of the world, that when we are sick in fortune, often surfeit of our own behaviour, we make guilty of our dispositions the sun, the moon, and the stars, as if we were knaves, thieves, and treacherous by enforced obedience to spherical predominance, and in all that we are evil in, by divine thrusting on. What a piece of work is a man! How noble in reason, in form and moving how expressed and admirable, in action how like an angel, the beauty of the world, the paradigm of animals, and yet to me what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights not me, nor woman either, though by your smiling you seem to say so.
That's Hamlet, isn't it?
Cut.
Is that Hamlet?
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
A piece of work is a man. How noble in reason, how infinite in faculties, how like an angel in apprehension, how like a god, the beauty of the world, paragon of animals. Yet to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights not me. No, nor women neither. No women neither.